on the 4th of January this year, all youth service face-to-face was stepped down by the Education Authority, which meant that we had to close our doors to young people coming in and doing face-to-face youth work. What we had to do then was we had to move everything to online, where we were trying different programs, different approaches and different things for young people. I find it very, very, very difficult, to be perfectly honest with you. One of the key things that we just found that kids were just bored of it. They were just bored of actually going on online. If you're doing what they were telling us anyway, was if you're sitting at home all day and you're doing schoolwork online, and you're doing this online, that online, it's very, very difficult to want to engage and stuff again online with the youth club, whether it's quizzes or whether it was yoga or whether it was different programs we were offering. And what we were finding was more and more kids then were just throwing their head up and were heading back out onto the street and this and that and the other. So on the 22nd of February this year, after a number of different meetings, to be honest with you, there was a number of incidents that happened throughout the area, and I know there was an incident involving the fire brigade coming under attack with youths, and then there was a couple of other sporadic incidences whereby there was a car, I think, hitting the Stewartstown Road, and just kids were getting involved in anti-community behaviour and risk-taking behaviour, to be honest with you. And we were really fearful at that stage that someone was going to get seriously hurt or a criminal record if they continued to do the anti-community stuff. So we had then put in that for bespoke intervention, which meant that we were able to get staff out on the streets and engage with those young people, and and trying to encourage them to go home and to stay safe and this, that and the other. So from the 22nd of February, we had staff out every single night, Monday to Friday, from 6:30 to 10 o'clock, just speaking to neighbours, speaking to different people. We'd also set up a mobile phone, whereby if anybody was experiencing, they say there was issues happening at their house, they could phone the number when we were out, and the youth staff then could go up and maybe speak to the young people who was involved in it. And I have to say, thankfully, touch wood, to be honest with you, everything's been relatively quiet the last 2 weeks. Any night we have been out, we've made a couple of interventions, we spoke to young people, we've encouraged them to stay safe, encouraged them to go home and encouraged them to maybe take part in the online stuff. But it has been relatively quiet, and the feedback we're getting from parents and residents of the area is exactly the same, that they're delighted to see a presence in the area. And I think for kids as well, it's nice for to see the youth staff they haven't seen in a while and get a chat. And for the majority of those kids, it's actually out. It's socialisation more than anything else. They're sitting in groups of 1 or 2. They're sitting with a friend. They're sitting with a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever the case may be. And there's nothing sinister.
It's just boredom. There's nothing to do. There's nothing better else to do. I think it's a bit of fun attacking cars, but I don't know, they're going to ruin some people's lives and their actions. But the likes of yourselves are doing a brilliant job in the Glen Parent. We've seen it even their own wee grandkids come around the Glen Parent. So get the youth clubs open, get the youth back out, and they all love you, Patrick.
Perfect, cheers,
all them kids. Pac-Man, I didn't know you called you Pac-Man until a couple of weeks ago.
I don't know why they like me.
To be honest with you, but I think it's brilliant what you are doing out on the streets. Get the youth clubs open, you're feeling that better. And safe environment.
Listen, thanks for stopping.
To be fair, before the reports were coming in of the stuff going on in the area with the stone throwing and the anti-community activity, we have been relatively lucky that whenever we do approach young people, we have the relationship with them that they can talk to us, and they're happy to see us whenever we arrive onto the streets. So more or less, the kids are just sitting about and they're bored. They're walking the estate trying to find anything to do to entertain themselves, to occupy their time. You pass the same group of kids 10 times in a night and they're just doing laps of the area, like they're just lost.
Perfect time for here. You can't do all the things you want to do, basically. But maybe...
Well, not that I play football normally, but people play football and play football.
Right. Well, see where the restrictions kind of loosening a wee bit. Hopefully the youth club will be opening again. Hopefully, a couple of next week to start off with. We'll see how it goes. We actually don't know if it changes on a daily basis, but sure, you know where the club is. You're more than welcome.
I think, like I said, because we have the relationship with them, with the majority of the young people in the area, they all know of us, they know our faces, they know who we are. I'm also local myself, so I do have that relationship with most of them, as well as their families. And I just think that whenever they see us present in the area, it's always the same questions that are raising. When's the club getting open again? What can you do? So you're out and you're constantly telling them, look, we'll have this on offer. Although we're out now on the streets talking to you, tonight while we're here with you, we still have youth workers that are sitting online, running the programmes and the activities that are going on. So you're just doing anything to try and keep them eager and engaged, and just to keep their spirits up too. That we don't know of dates yet of when we will be able to get you back into the building and do what we're doing, but we're trying our best, and that's all we can do.